Whatty Nerdigans? This is the one and only Hacker Girl 89, and today's anime Nerdigan review is for Sailor Moon Crystal Act 38 Infinity 12, or better known as Episode 39, and the season finale is Season 3. And I'm so sorry that it took so long for me to get this video recorded and uploaded. I was gone and all that shit. Nerdigan should know this by now. But anyway, let me explain how my Anime Nerdigan reviews work. So basically what I do, and this is why it takes me a little bit longer than most people that actually just do flat out reviews, is that I literally have the manga right in front of me while I'm watching the anime, because I want to make sure that, because this is a direct adaptation of the manga, I want to make sure it is following the manga perfectly. So anyway, at the end of this video, I'm going to also do my comprehensive review of Sailor Moon Crystal Season 3, and I'm also going to, maybe I'll do a separate video for when we get Season 4 announced. But, yeah, for one other thing that I should mention in here, I'm not going to do word changes, because I will get just so annoyed at word changes. Like, if it's, the meaning is basically the same thing, or whatever, and it's paraphrased, then sure, I'll deal with it, whatever. But it's only when the meaning gets, like, really lost, and it's not the same thing, then that's when I get mad. But anyway, let's get to this. So, I kind of understand why they put the dialogue from Sailor Venus and Tuxedo Mask in the previous episode. It was actually, for those that don't know, it was actually supposed to be in this episode. It wasn't in Act 37, it was in Act 38 of the Sailor Moon manga. But I kind of understand why they did it, because it made the flow of events work better for when Saturn appeared. And I wish they still had it again in this chapter, including, especially right before the opening music, basically in the recap. I kind of wish they would have had Tuxedo Mask mentioning how many times Usagi saved him. It would have been really nice. But for the most part, it's staying true to the manga, which really makes me happy. But which made me happy. But again, I really would have liked it if they would have kept that in if they would have put that in the recap portion. I would have been fine with it. But this is where I'm okay with them changing the anime changing stuff because of the flow of events flowing better. But oh my god, oh my Kami and Arceus. So I thought Saturn's music was a fantastic last episode, but this episode, oh my god, it stepped up its game. Saturn's music was so motherfucking badass. It should have had this music last episode. This was better music, I gotta say. I did like it last episode, but whatever. Something I did like in the anime that they added compared to the manga was that Saturn was announcing that the world was going to end. I thought that was so cool. And I love Sailor Saturn. She's such a freaking badass in this anime. This is what we all wanted her to be. Sailor Saturn was so worth it. Like, through all the bullshit, she's beautiful. I love it. And this animation, I love that they did something similar to what Kill la Kill did, which is they had the opening track through the final battle, and I like that we had that for this, because I like New Moon anyway. I love that song. It's awesome. And the new transformation and everyone's costumes, the animation was so pretty. Toei, where were you the last 2 seasons? The animation has been so beautiful this season. And I kept getting mad because they were showing the cats. The cats weren't there. They showed the cats when they needed to, by the way. But they showed the cats. That's what pissed me off. They showed the cats when they weren't supposed to be there, and then they showed the cats when they were, too. So, whatever. And, oh my god. Super Sailor Moon looks so beautiful. Her new transformation, it was like, oh my god. It was so pretty. And then Viz ruined it. And, like, I don't know what the fuck happened, but what Pharaoh 90 said in the anime was a load of bullshit, and part of my language made him sound like a pussy. He was a fucking pussy in that. So anyway, what he said was, at least let me go back to my mother's systems. which turned into a graveyard of gravity that swells even in total darkness. No. This is what the fuck he said, and this is I get mad at this anime because they make they fucked up some of the stuff. They fucked some of the work of the dialogue up, and that's why I did this shit. I do it the way I do. So anyway, I reviewed this the way I do. So this is what he said in the manga. He said, "Retreat, go to the Tau Nebula. We must not be reduced to being drawn into the gravity of death. Return home to our mother planet of death, the Tau Nebula." Why did you fuck this up, Viz? This is the writers that fucked this up. Viz, you guys gotta fix this shit. You can't do this unless Hulu is being retarded. And Crunchyroll Nerdigans, please tell me if Hulu is being retarded, because I will go tell them on their Twitter that their translators are being fucking retarded. I will do it. And I was so happy until this part. Sailor Saturn's lines were so perfect. They were so perfect, and then they fucked it up. And I was like, no! She said this in the manga. Sailor Moon, because you unleash the power of the silver crystal and the holy grail into the planet's core, you can save it. There was nothing about Sailor Saturn saving it. She said that because Sailor Moon put her power into the core, planet's core, that if it wasn't for her, that she could save that the planet wouldn't even be saved. So whatever. But and I don't know why you didn't have this. You fucked this up because it was so. I love what she says, what Saturn says in the manga right here. She says, "But in order to be reborn, I must bring death and destroy things as they are. Soon this land will become the Tokyo where the Silver Millennium will be reborn. Such sacred power is on your side to help you. You must close their portal to the other world." Oh my god! And then Pluto shutting the taboo door. Oh my god, that scene was so freaking emotional. There was so much feels there because it's like, no, Saturn, no, you don't have to die. But yeah, that was something that was not in the 90s anime for those that don't know, but this is in the manga. But I kind of wish it would have stayed, the dialogue would have stayed the same because I love what she said in the manga. She said, "Great guardian deity of time and space, my father Kronos, lend your power to me. Close the door that violates our laws." And then she says, "Dark don't close." And oh my god, the music here, there were so many feels. Like this whole part has so many feels. Oh my god. And then the Sailor Saturn feels. Oh my god, I love the flashback that they did. Anime, you get a plus for that. That was beautiful. And then we have, okay, I have a problem. I don't know if it was just this season's animators didn't get the memo that Neo Queen Serenity's hair is silver or what the deal is, but I'm going to let it pass because it was beautiful. I loved the sequence of her becoming Super Sailor Moon, becoming Neo Queen Serenity, and the music was, and oh my god, I was crying because the music too, it was so beautiful. It was, and the city being revived was beautiful. I loved it. And then this is where you showed the fucking cats. This is where you showed the fucking cats. You showed it in the right spot, but you showed it in all the other spots that it shouldn't have been in. It's like, damn it. Why? Anyway, and then we get to the Outers' parents. Oh my god, that scene was so beautiful. And like, the thing that kind of bugged me, what you did, anime, is you made, like, Sailor Moon not know, or she kind of, like, was kind of clueless on who the baby was. In the manga, she knew. Quit making Sailor Moon dumber than she is. She is actually not as dumb as you think she is. And a lot of this shit was cut out, and I was, or they changed it to, like, the dumbest shit ever. In the manga, this is what Uranus says. "We're going to leave now. It seems that we found a new mission because you're so precious." In the manga. Not precious power, because of your precious power. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. And then Neptune says in here, and this got all messed up. She says, "Little princess, we love you. We'll definitely come back here again. Here, take this proof of as proof of my promise." That actually was right in the anime too. But you can look in the mirror as you become more and more beautiful and a stronger soldier. We'll see you again. I just don't understand. Why are you afraid to mention the Senshi part? Why are you afraid to mention the Sailor Soldier part? That just, oh my god, that just annoys the fuck out of me. Because Chibi Moon says in the manga, she says this. That's right, we're allies. We're your allies. We're soldiers just like you. We'll see you again soon, I'm sure of it. Like, they say friends, not allies and soldiers. Like, what the fuck? Come on, guys. And the rest of the scene was pretty much spot on, and the music hit you right in the feels, but something that I had a problem with, and the manga showed it, and I kind of understand maybe for time constraint, like, in the manga they showed them going to, after they faded, they showed, there's a scene in the manga where the girls, the rest of the scouts, go to Michiru's and Haruka's apartment. It's all empty, and then you see the 3 helicopters fly. What I wish they would have had was, yeah, they didn't have to show the apartments, that's fine, but like when they did the fading scene and had the rose petals, they should have had the 3 helicopters there. That would have been so cool. I don't know why you didn't do that, but whatever. Let's see. And now we're gonna get to the next part of it. I do like that because in the manga you just have the letter and it says like Chibiusa's plan or whatever. It says the plan. But I like that we're hearing the contents instead of just seeing the flat out note. I like that we're hearing the contents of the note to her parents as Chibiusa's walking to the park, and it's just I like that the anime was being creative. But anyway, they were cutting out more lines, and it was just like, oh my god, anime, why? Chibiusa says, Usagi, like when they're with the girls in the park, the rest of them in the park, Chibiusa says, Usagi, hurry up, or we're going to be late. This is what she says in the manga, and this was not said. And, you know, Rei doesn't ask Usagi why she is so happy. She says, wow, you sure are giddy today. Like, what the fuck? Come on! I don't know if this is just, again, I don't know how to speak Japanese, so I'm relying on Hulu's subtitles. So if Hulu's subtitles are off, especially for those that are watching the Crunchyroll version, please tell me in the comment section below so I can let Hulu know they need to get their translators on their shit. Anyway, and Usagi says, and the manga says this, I can't help it, I'm so overjoyed, I'm wearing a Juban high school uniform now. And Rei-chan is not not Rei-chan. It doesn't mention the rest of them in the manga, but, you know, I'll give it a pass. And Rei-chan is not mentioned in the manga for not wearing the uniform. It's like, come on. Really, you had to point out the obvious? But at least they kept the comedy here. And I gotta say, where was this all season? Where was the comedy? I missed the comedy. And I wish they would have had what Amy said in the manga here better, because it was more dramatic. She says, when people face death, they can do incredible things. Yes, that's very true. And they cut out Asagi, you're all so cruel. They cut out that line. I love the freaking music and for the comedy. It's so funny. And I love and speaking of the comedy, I love what the anime did, because this was not in the manga. So anime, you get a plus for this. And I have to ask, where the fuck was the comedy all season? Where was this? I like when Minako says, there you go, Usagi. Manga is more important than study. Just keep moving forward into a failing grade. Keep moving forward. And I kept thinking, I was just like, oh my god, hashtag failing buddies for life. And, like, you add the comedy, but cut out, like, I didn't understand why the anime cut out comedy. This is all on Biz. Biz, why the fuck are you cutting out details? Why the fuck are you adding comedy and cutting out details? Like, what the fuck? Because in the manga, Amy says when Mamoru shows up, she says, and Mamoru, now you're a freshman at Keio University's medical school, right? I hope I can get in someday too. And then they skip this really cute, like, family moment here, where Chibiusa says, oh, Mamoru, would you please do something for me? And Mamoru says, how can I tell you no? Do you want me to carry you? Yeah, they weren't holding hands in the park. Like, it was as sweet as it was in the anime. That's not what was happening in the manga. In the manga, Chibiusa was getting a piggyback ride. I would want to see that more. I want to see the piggyback ride. Okay. And then Usagi, asks Chibiusa, and this was skipped. This was fucking skipped. You didn't forget anything, did you? Nope. Did you bring the diary Mommy Ikuku gave to you? Yep. Your address? Got it. And the protection charm Ray gave to you from the temple? It's in my backpack. Why didn't you have this? Because it's so cute to have this really cute family moment. I love this shit. And then we have Diana and showing them and the Luna and Artemis. They're like, "Where's Luna and Artemis? I haven't seen them." And then they should cut to the picture of them missing. It's like, oh, it's so cute. It was so sad. And I'm loving this piano music too. The music, the season was really good. But oh man, okay. Then they cut this out, and I was just like, why the fuck did you cut this out? Usagi says, "And where's Luna P? I haven't seen that in a while." And Luna P says, "I'm in the backpack too. I haven't gotten to do anything lately, sob." Seriously. And in the manga, Chibiusa, when they're talking about the solar eclipse, Chibiusa says death eclipse and starts flipping the fuck out. Like, why couldn't we have this comedy? Like, God, Toei and Viz. God, it's like frustrating. And okay, now I gotta talk about this ending. And why? Why didn't you have the please help me? And this is what I wish they would have done for the ending. What I would have liked for the final scene, besides the bells, the manga has the please help me, and then shows a full-on picture of Pegasus to, get you excited for the next arc. What I would have loved for them to do, and they could have been clever about this, what they could have done was, they could have done the please help me, and like show a flash of like maybe Pegasus's face and his horn, like briefly, so that way we know that Pegasus is coming. So that's what I want. That's what I would like. Okay, and they just cut it out. They just didn't even show Pegasus at all, and that kind of pissed me off a little bit. They didn't show him asking for help. But I really want season 4 to hurry up. We need a season 4. But anyway, now that I've basically given you what I thought of this episode, let me tell you what I thought of season 3. Season 3, the animation was beautiful. It was consistently beautiful. It wasn't hit or miss like it was in seasons 1 or 2. So I don't know what Viz did to get Toei to do that shit, because Toei doesn't do that for Funimation. I can tell you that. The other thing is that the music, the soundtrack this season was perfect. The soundtrack was perfect. Sailor Saturn was fucking awesome. I was scared for a little bit about Sailor Saturn, but Sailor Saturn was perfect. For the most part, they stuck to the story of the manga pretty well. They did change some things here and there, but for the most part, it was staying true to the manga, which I was happy. It's not like the 90s anime. No, it wasn't like that. And I love when we got Mamoru's action. I love the tuxedo smoking bomb. It's a bomber. I love it. I love it. Anyway, what did you Nerdigans think of the this episode? What did you guys Nerdigans think of this season of Sailor Moon Crystal? Let me know in the comment section below. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you want to help, if you want to help with the expansion of the Nerdigans Inc. channel, because what I'm planning on doing next is I'm going to do Berserk anime, because I heard it's bad, and I'm going to do the same thing. I haven't read Berserk manga yet, so this is going to be a big thing, because I'm going to have Berserk on, and it's going to be fresh in my mind, because I'm going to have the manga right in front of me again. So, yeah. So, I also have some more anime that I have lined up, and I'll talk about that in a different video. But yeah, you can either donate to my Patreon, which is in the description box below, or you could go out donate something from my Amazon wishlist. If there's something that's not on there that you would like to donate to me, to Nerdigans Inc., make sure you let me know either in the twits, aka Twitter. Yeah, I'm calling Twitter the twits now. Or let me know in YouTube, either in the comment section or messages. And yeah, until next time, Nerdigans, make sure you follow me on Twits for the latest updates and all that for Nerdigans Inc. And until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!